Imagine you're walking down the street, and suddenly you bump into an old friend you were just thinking about but hadn't seen in years. You might call that a coincidence, right? But what if, at that exact moment, your friend tells you something that answers a question you've been wrestling with in your mind for weeks? That's what Carl Jung called synchronicity. It's like the universe saying, "Hey, pay attention." These aren't just random events. They seem to have a special meaning or connection beyond what you can see on the surface. They're like little clues or nudges from something deeper, guiding you along your life's journey. And they often happen when you need them most, helping you learn more about yourself and the world around you. So, instead of just brushing them off as coincidences, synchronistic events invite us to consider that there might be a hidden order or purpose behind them. Imagine you're sitting in your room, pondering the mysteries of the universe. You've heard about synchronicity, those meaningful coincidences that seem to have some deeper purpose, but it all sounds a bit mystical, right? Well, hold on to your hats because modern science and philosophy might just blow your mind. Let's start with quantum mechanics. It's like the Wild West of physics, where things get weird. Imagine you have two particles and they're somehow connected, no matter how far apart they are. Einstein famously called it spooky action at a distance. This idea suggests that reality isn't as solid and predictable as we once thought. There's this interconnectedness that goes beyond our everyday experience. Now, switch gears to philosophy. Thinkers like Schopenhauer and Nietzsche were onto something big. They talked about this cosmic order or universal will that flows through everything. It's like there's this invisible thread tying us all together, connecting us to each other and the cosmos itself. So, when you put it all together, synchronicity starts to make sense in a whole new way. It's like catching a glimpse of the universe's master plan, a reminder that we're all part of something bigger than ourselves. As Jung put it, synchronicity reveals the meaningful connections between the subjective and objective world. It's like the universe giving us a wink, saying, "Hey, pay attention. There's more going on here than meets the eye." Picture yourself sitting in a quiet room, letting your thoughts wander. Suddenly, something clicks in your mind, a connection you hadn't noticed before, like pieces of a puzzle falling into place. That's what Jung called intuition, a kind of inner knowing that speaks to us when we're open to it. Now, imagine this happening not just to you, but to everyone around you, and even to entire societies. It's like there's this shared awareness floating in the air, guiding us all. Jung thought that's how synchronicity works. It's when our minds are tuned in, open to seeing the hidden patterns and meanings in the world around us. But it's not just about individuals, it's about the big picture too. Think of all the stories humans have told throughout history, from ancient myths to modern legends. They're like echoes of the same themes, popping up again and again across cultures and centuries. That's the collective consciousness at work, tapping into something deeper than any one person's experience. So, when you have those moments of synchronicity, it's like you're tapping into that shared wisdom, connecting to something ancient and universal. As Jung said, the meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. It's like we're all part of this grand experiment, constantly learning and evolving together. Imagine you're on a path of self-discovery, trying to figure out who you really are and what you're meant to do in this world. Suddenly, out of nowhere, you have this moment, a synchronicity that stops you in your tracks. Maybe it's a dream that feels eerily prophetic, or a chance encounter that feels like it was meant to be. In that moment, you're not just experiencing something strange or random. You're being handed a key, a chance to unlock deeper truths about yourself and your journey. It's like the universe is saying, "Pay attention, there's something important here." So you take a step back and reflect. You dig into the layers of your experiences, searching for the hidden meanings and connections. And as you do, something amazing happens. You start to see patterns emerge, pieces of the puzzle falling into place. It's like a light bulb going off in your mind. But it's not just about solving a mystery. It's about transformation, becoming more fully yourself. As you embrace these synchronistic moments, you begin to integrate all the different parts of who you are, the good, the bad, and the messy. You're no longer fighting against yourself. You're working with yourself in harmony. And as you journey deeper into this process, you uncover wisdom you never knew you had. It's like tapping into a wellspring of knowledge buried deep within your soul. You realize that synchronicity isn't just a strange quirk of fate. It's a guiding force, leading you toward your true purpose and potential. As Jung said, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are, and synchronicity is the roadmap that helps you get there. Imagine you're standing at a crossroads, pondering the mysteries of the universe. On one hand, you have this idea of synchronicity, those meaningful coincidences that seem to hint at a bigger plan. But on the other hand, you have questions, big, thorny questions, about fate and free will. Let's start with free will. If synchronicity is real, does that mean our lives are just following some cosmic blueprint, with every step preordained? Or do we have the power to shape our own destiny, to make choices that truly matter? And then, there's the question of chance. How do we make sense of all the random stuff that happens in life, the good, the bad, and the downright bizarre? Can we really pick and choose which events are important and which are just accidents? These aren't easy questions. They challenge everything we think we know about reality and our place in it. But maybe that's the point. Maybe synchronicity isn't about having all the answers. It's about asking the right questions and staying open to whatever answers come our way. As Jung said, who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. So maybe, just maybe, the key to understanding synchronicity lies within ourselves. Imagine standing on the shore of an ocean, gazing out into the vast unknown. That's a bit like how we feel when we think about synchronicity. It's this big, mysterious thing that connects us to something much greater than ourselves. From the deepest parts of our minds to the farthest corners of the universe, synchronicity whispers to us, inviting us to explore its secrets. It's like a puzzle, challenging us to find the pieces that fit together and reveal the bigger picture. People have tried to understand synchronicity from all sorts of angles: psychology, philosophy, spirituality, but it still holds onto its secrets, teasing us with glimpses of something beyond our grasp. But maybe that's the beauty of it. Maybe synchronicity isn't meant to be solved. It's meant to be experienced. So as we journey through life, let's approach synchronicity with wonder and openness, ready to discover the hidden truths that lie just beneath the surface of our everyday lives.